We have all seen movies where AI turns against humanity, and yet we are at a point where humans are just abandoning any care or thought for human intelligence. ChatGPT recently released a new image generation update, and now the internet is filled with Studio Ghibli styled images, and everyone is very happy that something that you would find in movies that took decades of hard work can be instantly replicated, making you and your favorite shows look like Miyazaki's creations, who called this technology an insult to life. Now, I don't completely agree with him, but this doesn't mean that he doesn't have a right to control how his creations get used. I think that the biggest problem here is that we just don't realize what we are becoming a part of and how this can totally kill any creativity in the future. Hey guys, I am Siddharth and I have been making videos on tech for years, so I would of course want you to embrace the latest trends in technology, but this technology is just illegally and immorally ripping off decades of hard work by humans. There is a lot of intelligence involved in creating an AI model, and this technology is truly marvelous, but to generate something like this, the AI model has to get trained on real artwork created by real artists. The AI model can't just imagine things on its own without it. So when the ChatGPT model uses Studio Ghibli's movies to train itself, it is just taking in copyrighted content, because without doing that, it cannot generate these Ghibli images. Now some people are arguing online that a style of work cannot be copyrighted, and that is kind of true for now. But the bigger issue here is whether the creators of the original artwork consented for their work to be used as a training material for the AI generation model or not. If the AI model didn't have to use original artwork and it could create these images by itself, this wouldn't have been a problem, but this is not the case at all. So if you are someone who thinks that you are an AI artist, then you should know that you didn't create anything from nothing. You just directed a software on how to assemble content that was broken down from original art. Generating Dua Lipa and Mia as Snow White is probably harmless, but again, where did the content that it trained on come from? I am not saying that you should feel bad about having fun with it, but at least think about the way this works from the start. If we talk about the legal aspects, then we also have to keep in mind that law is something that always has to catch up with the developments in the society. AI and its transformative use are very new concepts for law. What I am talking about is already being discussed in the courts of law, but it will take some time to properly regulate AI models, and just because it is technically not illegal for now doesn't mean that you have to be an asshole about this and say that there isn't an issue with this. There were many things in the past that were technically legal but ethically not okay at all. We as a society are increasingly losing our empathy for fellow humans, so I am not surprised that people just don't care about the artists and they don't care whether they get paid or not. But even if you are a person like that, I am sure that you will at least care about the quality of art, and that is what you are going to lose if we continue going on this path. Artists are already losing work to AI. I had seen a toothpaste brand use a 6-finger AI generated image for their ad, so companies are already okay with subpar AI graphics if it saves them money. Now if artists are not able to make money, they will just stop creating art, and when that happens, there will be nothing new for these AI models to get trained on. So what you will end up is worsening quality in art, because the AI may start training on AI generated outputs only, but by then it will be too late because people would have stopped investing in learning and creating art. I know that some people even take pleasure in seeing the lifetime of investment in art getting devalued because they are jealous of artists and they just like seeing people suffer. Some people are also too simple-minded to grasp these complicated concepts. It's not only limited to graphical art, but the art of writing, music production, and all sorts of art forms are being taken over by AI, and as impressive as this technology is, we have to understand that all of this has been made possible by stealing work from people who never consented to it. If there is no reward for creating art, then we will just not have new paintings, new music, new writing, and just think how bleak a future that will be. If you own a website, then you may already have seen your revenue going down because AI just fetches content from your website so you don't get clicks and traffic, and this is just one small example of how AI is keeping you from getting paid. At the very least, the original artist should get royalties whenever AI generates something using their work, because the AI models are charging money for their services, and at the very least, the creators of original art should have a say in whether their work can be used for AI training or not. A lot of it is already in courts, and we already have some favorable judgments for the artists, but the problem is that most of it has been in the US, and laws are specific to your country, so it will take time in there being a widespread and global legal understanding and implementation conversation of this matter. So what we can do by then is just understand that artwork being used without consent is not okay, and embracing the convenience of AI generation without paying the creators is just humans not valuing human effort. I don't find AI to be disturbing because I am an old man in my 30s, but I just care about the impact that it has on what it means to be a human, because art is not something that you need to do for survival. It is something that comes out of you when you connect with the deepest part of your being.